What's going on, everybody? Daniel here, and welcome to my review for American Horror Story Apocalypse Episode 2, titled The Morning After. Spoiler review. If you have not seen the episode, make sure to go check it out. It's a really good episode, as well as the premiere last week. We're 2 episodes strong right now. No bumps in the road yet. 3rd episode could definitely do it. Roanoke and Colt had a rough start, had a rocky path along the whole season. Ups and downs. So right now we're kind of up both in the 2 episodes that we have right now this season. Alright, I'm going to be out of breath a lot during this because I'm tired and I got to work in a few hours. So let's just go ahead and try to wrap this thing up. And I'll recap it real quick this episode, give you my pros, cons, and final score as I usually do. Thank you so much for joining me. Alright, Langdon, Codey Fern. I like this guy already, man. Codey Fern, I just saw a few interviews of him. He's Australian, very nice guy. Really down-to-earth type of sweetheart. And he's just playing this really, antichrist, for wink wink, character in this show. And it's absolutely amazing. Just kind of a transformation that he's doing. So I'm big fan right now, or just new fan for Codey Fern and what he's doing right now, because I think Langdon is the best character right now in Apocalypse. So Langdon, he's doing a bunch of interviews to see who's going to go to the sanctuary with him. So he has to interview all of the survivors and basically see who's going to go to the sanctuary with him. Evan Peters sees the Rubber Man, obviously. He was his character in Season 1, Tate Langdon. Not confirmation or nothing if that is Evan Peters in the suit, technically like Tate Langdon's character, so there's no confirmation there yet. Don't see how it could be, since how Murder House and being bound to the house. But we'll end up seeing sooner or later. He ends up killing his Nana at the end, because he thought she was the Rubber Man, or thought he was having sex with the Rubber Man, and ended up being his Nana that he ended up stabbing to death. And then Emily and Timothy, I believe his name's Timothy, got caught having sex, and at the end they're about to get shot. They're about to get executed. Next thing you know, Timothy pulls a quick one, hits one of the guards, grabs the gun, I think ends up shooting one of the guards, and then shoots Kathy Bates kind of in the chest area. She's bleeding white, and has mechanical parts inside her body, which leads me to presume she's a robot. So that, man, where are we going here now? That's basically the moral of the episode, besides Coco, or I think it was Leslie Grossman, I think is her name is, her kind of bitching the whole entire time out of the episode. So anyway, that's really the episode. That's all you need to know about this episode, was Langdon and then Emily and Timothy, their situation. And of course, a great performance by Sarah Paulson, great performance by Evan Peters and by Kathy Bates. Very little by Kathy Bates, but also a great performance by Codey Fern, who actually stole this episode so much. Like I said last week, man, I love the setting. I love the set pieces. I love the costumes. I love the look. The lighting's good, but hopefully the lighting won't. It seems like we're not going to be there for too long. So hopefully the sanctuary has better lighting than just candles. But so far, everything out of setting wise and all that's all great. Big fan of that. I like the tone that we're going for and kind of the back to basics. There was nothing really scary this episode in a sense of horror with Rubber Man, but it was great to see that character again and kind of mess around with Evan Peters. I liked Evan Peters a lot, and his character during this episode, kind of this sassiness and very confident about, I give you my soul and everything, all this stuff. And next thing you know, he's getting whipped and he's all in love with Langdon. And the next thing, Langdon's just like, I wouldn't fuck you if you were the last guy on earth, God damn. And then not only that, his Nana's just pounding on him the entire time and being like, you're a worthless scumbag and you're gross. And man, she did deserve that death though. You don't really feel bad for the death. You kind of feel bad just because she's like, oh, well, she died. Well, I could kind of see why he wanted to, someone was bound to do it either way. So that's our first confirmed death out of a cast, out of the cast for Apocalypse, which was a fine death. Getting stabbed in the chest multiple times by Scissors, which surprisingly Scissors was right next to his bed for whatever reason. I know he's a hairstylist, but why? Anyway, with that, really not much to say. Kind of then, all the acting was great. I like the pacing of the episode. I like the twist at the end. We really don't know where we're gonna go next. Why is Kathy Bates a robot, or why does she have mechanical parts inside her body? Is Sarah Paulson a robot too? Does she have robot stuff? Has she been experimented on? Does Langdon know about this? Does he know about this? I'm assuming he doesn't. But somehow they're upgraded type of humans that they've been tested on, is at least what I'm seeing at it. I think the Timothy and Emily storyline kind of was a little slower this episode. I think out of every other little thing that was in here, just kind of the, not that it was bad, it was just more slower, like, oh, just one kiss a week, we shouldn't be doing this, like, let's just fuck it, let's fuck. That kind of was just slowing down the episode just a tad bit, where I wanted to see more interviews. I wanted to see more Sarah Paulson. I wanted to see more, like, I thought the whole snake thing in the opening was a great opening. And the way that in the intro, it has snakes going in the intros, which I'm assuming that was last week too. And they just kind of put that in there and it fitted in with the intro, which was awesome. I think that was a great transition from the opening scene to the opening theme. Now, with that, I think the best part of this episode, and probably the best part out of this season, was just Codey Fern talking to Sarah Paulson's character, and saying about the girl with the tumors and her daughter, and that her child was dead, and that she was pleading to kill, like, please kill my daughter, or kill us, like, kill both of us, and that he's just weeping in his eyes, and he's crying, and she's like, well, did you do it? And he's just like, no. Just like that, just a perfect, and then just walks up and he's like, let's see who's gonna get the salvation. I thought that was perfect. I love, again, his character so far. That's the highlight out of this episode. That's all you need to know about this episode, and all you need to care about is just Langdon's character. Really is the most intriguing and interesting out of the whole kind of cast of characters, which, again, Evan Peters, all the acting, all the setting, the pacing, besides just the Emily and Timothy stuff. I didn't want it to end right there. Usually it goes longer. And it's just like a 46-minute episode. Usually it goes for, like, it tries to go over an hour at least, or 55 minutes. And it didn't do it this time. So I'm kind of sad that they've kind of put the time down for American Horror Story. But other than that, man, what am I missing? It's better than the premiere. Not saying the premiere was bad, because I gave the premiere, I think, an A-. It's already been a week and I forgot. I think I gave it an A-. And I kind of want to roughly give this episode the same kind of treatment. I don't think it was a great episode. I think there were great moments in here, but there was nothing that really, like, I think it equals kind of with the premiere and just kind of a tad down. Love the opening. Love the aesthetics. Love the acting. I love everything about it so far. And the opening shots and cinematography, and I think it's a beautiful looking show, and I want to see more, and I can't wait for next week. I'm trying to not look at no promos so I could just be surprised when I see everything. So other than that, man, I am going to give this episode the morning after for American Horror Story Season 8 Episode 2 a B+. Not exactly going to give it an A-. I didn't think it was a fantastic episode. I think it's the best episode out of the season so far, but in a whole, I think it's a B+. It's a really, really good episode, and a good follow-up to the first episode. So anyway, other than that, I'm very excited to see where we go from here, and I'm very, very intrigued with how they're going to do the whole Rubber Man thing, and how Emily and Timothy are going to escape that. Is Langdon going to help them? Is he not? Someone's going to have to die next week, I assume. Again, this is me not looking at the promos. For all I know, they could be out of that situation, and we see what happens. I really don't know. But hopefully we kind of leave that area soon and kind of see more of the world and see the creatures outside, and get to see more of them moving along. Who's going to survive and who's going to stay behind? We already got one down. There's a few more others to go, I presume. So, other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed, I'm enjoying this season. I can't say it enough, and I'm very excited to see where we're going to go and who's gonna die next, who's going to be the unlucky one. Thank you guys. I'm tired as hell, and I'm just gonna keep it like this. So appreciate it. See you guys next week for episode 3 and beyond. As well, I'm reviewing Mayans MC, and I will be reviewing Walking Dead next month as well. So stay tuned. Until next time, like, comment, share, hit that subscribe button if you feel so, if you feel like doing that. And I'll check you all next time. Bye-bye.